it's like fashion is for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not like one type of thing. It's not one type of person. It's like one of those things of being able to really be yourself.
I'm Justin, and in this video, I'm going over my most significant pieces. Let's get into it. Piece number one, we're gonna go ahead and start with Alejandro. All right, this amazing South African biker jacket. This right here is made out of complete leather. You see the quality. The quality is insane from the design right here. This is the South African flag. And on the collar, it says, "It always seems impossible until it's done." This right here is one of my most memorable jackets because I wore this jacket on my graduation day. Not only I wore it on my graduation day, this same day I actually did a fitting for an athlete's foot, which I did get. All right, and I got to model for New Balance, Nike, and be a part of their back to school campaign. That was super dope. But I rocked this jacket on this big day where I graduated from college, and not only that, also was being able to do a fitting for an athlete's foot, one of my largest campaigns. All right, this was super dope. I truly enjoyed specifically rocking this jacket. Every time I rock this jacket, I always get a lot of compliments. I actually got this jacket straight gifted from Alejandro. All right, shout out Holly, man. That's the homie, man. Specifically, you see a stamp for approval. All right here, it got the Nelson Mandela, got the peace sign. Right here, it got the Steve Biko with the Black Lives Matter, so right here, it also even got the actual South African flag, and it has South Africa on the sleeves. This right here was an insane jacket. And also a fun fact, this same jacket was also published in Vogue. Shout out my boy Playboy, man. He did a dope editorial with this jacket, and it actually got published in Vogue as well. Man, I'm telling you, this jacket is super insane because it's like, first and foremost, the quality is top of the line, but it's also one of those things where, it really represents culture. It represents a story, all right? So if you see the inside of the jacket, I'll move this real quick. See the inside of the jacket, it also has the actual independent story of, specifically South Africa. It got 1994, and it goes into the entire story in the inside of the jacket, all right? Again, this jacket right here, people absolutely love it. This is one of my favorite jackets. Now, I had to do my own little tweak to it because this jacket actually comes with a Velcro on it. But clearly, I have very long hair. So, with that being said, my hair was getting caught like crazy on this jacket. So, I had to actually take off the Velcro right here on this side so it doesn't get caught. But other than that, man, I truly did love this jacket. Like, this jacket right here is a 10 out of 10, man. Holly, you did your big one with this one, brother. And then, of course, my brother Holly, he's currently on tour with DeVito as well, man. Bro, this jacket ain't going nowhere. This right here is a legendary jacket, and it will be forever enshrined into, just my list of stuff that is just legendary, bro. Like, this jacket is super dope. I rock it all the time. You will see me rock it at special events. I rocked it at a lot of different events as well. I just truly don't remember all the events because I go to so many events. But man, this is a 10 out of 10 jacket. I truly do love this jacket right here. You know what I mean? So let's go to get on to the next piece. Piece number two. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get into Honor the Gift. All right, now this oversized shirt, I believe this is 100% cotton. This is specifically one of my first oversized shirts that I've ever owned in my life. All right, not only this is one of my first ever oversized shirts, I actually copped this shirt at First Class Sneaks where I got to meet Bow Wow. All right, this is where I got to meet Bow Wow. I bought the same shirt when I met Bow Wow. Legendary moment. Honor the Gift is actually Russell Westbrook brand. Both of those people is very legendary. So, I definitely had to show my support, pull up, and do my big one. And bro, they did their big one with this. Y'all see this? Right here, they got the distress at the end, but it's perfectly curled up. Like, it's not like one of those messy distresses. Like, I've seen some messy distresses. This distress is very clean. I've never really seen nothing this perfect before until this shirt. And yeah, they did really a good job with this. I rocked this shirt at so many special events. One of the most notable events, I actually rocked this at the special private premiere of Flash. I actually rock this, and I rock this at so many other events, like from Snapchat to Instagram to so many other stuff. Like, this is one of my favorite shirts. Like, I rock this shirt in so many different places. And yeah, to this day, it's still one of my most comfortable. I still rock this a lot. I've been trying to chill off on it because I always do rock it. And of course, when I'm taking pictures or something like that, I don't want to be rocking the same fits. All right. But this right here is one of my favorite shirts of all time, for sure. Now, piece number 3, we're going to go ahead and go to the 6 inches. Yeah, the big boys, man. These are the Demonias, man. This is such a legendary boot, a very legendary boot enshrined in the history of my career. All right. Now, look, first and foremost, I rocked this boot. One of the most notable, and the first ever time I ever rocked this boot was at the Atlanta City Hall fashion show. I had a fashion show at City Hall, and specifically, I rocked this boot, and I'm telling you, blew the entire crowd away. I did not rock it in the show. I rocked it after the show. This was like the red carpet fit, and man, I'm telling you, every designer, like stamp of approval, from Alani Taylor to Rashad Smith to Mike Gentile, bro, everybody absolutely loved this. A fun story. After I rocked this, I actually rocked this at the end of the event, and when I put this on, I'm telling you, I wowed everybody away. I wowed everybody away so much that Mike Gentile actually offered to buy these shoes right off of me. All right. And bro, y'all would not believe I actually declined. I declined not because I didn't want him to buy it. I declined because of I did not get to do a photo shoot in it. All right. And specifically, he wasn't going to wait. The offer only stood for that one night. And I was like, yeah, nah, I'm going to just have to pass on it. Even though I did not want to, I had to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, bro, one of the biggest things is money is just materialistic. And one thing about different pieces have stories and pieces have experiences. You cannot buy an experience. All right. Experiences are forever enshrined in history. And these are one of those ones. You know what I mean? Not only that was one of my most notable shows that I actually walked in, I actually pulled these boots out in so many more other events. And I'm telling you, every single time I rock these boots, they're always like, yo, it's always going crazy. Like I rock this even in New York Fashion Week as well. And bro, literally everybody absolutely loved these boots. I rock these not even all the time. Like I rock them when it's a very, very special event. And yeah, man, this is a historic boot for sure. And of course, man, I'm looking to get more stuff like this. Like this is definitely a dope style. And a lot of people are like, yo, is this really comfortable? Nah, it's not really supposed to be comfortable, but it's not like unbearably uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Especially like if you actually walked all over New York, rode on subways, the whole 9, and you was good, bro, you can rock this in anything. All right. And I definitely did that. So yeah, this is actually one of those pieces I truly do love. And of course, it's a part of history. Time for piece number 4. All right. We're going to go ahead and go with the George jacket. This jacket is a legendary, and I mean a legendary jacket. All right. Now, this George jacket, clearly I see the design completely embroidered with flowers. It actually has some amazing buttons as well that is completely very, I would say, vintage like. It reminds me of like, back in the day, like, I'll say like John Galliano, what he had on a lot of his pieces, because this was, buttons was always a very notable thing for him as well. And specifically, man, this is one of my best high quality jackets that, again, every time I rock it, I'm always getting a crazy amount of compliments. All right. And I'm going to tell you the breakdown of this one. This jacket right here is 88% polyester, 12% rayon. I know everybody is not a big polyester, but look, one of the big sustainabilities of this is actually thrifted. I thrifted this jacket, a thrifted steal, all right? I rocked this jacket, when I actually got published in Celine magazine. I've also rocked this jacket when I got to speak at Dallas County High School. I spoke to the entire school about turning passion into purpose. Man, this jacket is a historical jacket in history, all right? Got to do so many dope stuff with it. It's a really high quality jacket. Me, I'm all about quality. Everything I have here is stuff that I continuously rock. I don't just have clothes just sitting. I truly rock my clothes, and I like to have them for a long time. I'm not the type to wear them one time and then go with something new. I like, especially when it comes to vintage pieces, I like to keep them for a very long time and possibly just pass them down because, like, this is, again, historical. Experiences cannot be bought. All right. When you have a memorable experience, like truly, you need to keep that piece because it's something to where when you look at that piece, you're gonna always remember that moment. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this is one of those high quality jackets. I truly still to this day, I love this jacket too. Like, like, bro, this is a legendary jacket for sure. And I would even say the quality is top of the line. Like, from the buttons to the actual full design. The fitting is actually pretty good on me as well. The size of it, I believe, is it's actually a women's 14. So it's a perfect size for me. I wear like a 14 or a 16 in women's. So yeah, man, it's super dope. And of course, when you go thrifting, you gotta go in the women's section. The women's has the best fashion when it comes to thrifting. All right, you have to go to the women's section because to find something like this, you're not gonna find this in the men's section. Not at all. Piece number 5. We're gonna go ahead and go down to the cowboy boot. Cowboy boot. This cowboy boot is a legendary boot. Number 1, first and foremost, this boot was gifted by Temu. Shout out to Temu for one of my biggest brand deals that I've had. And man, specifically, this boot is such a comfortable, phenomenal, high quality boot. Now, I know everybody's not the biggest fan of Temu, but man, when I tell you this right now, Temu actually have someone slept on stuff because it's like, bro, these stuff, if you get the right thing, you just got to be very particular on what you get. You can't get everything, all right? And these boots right here really hold up for me, and they're very high quality. And look, they even have the actual belt loop right here. So like if I want to add anything to, hold off or like, hang from it, I can. The design is completely stitched here. Like the quality of these boots are absolutely insane. And they even got the leather bottoms as well. Yeah, man, I really love these boots. I actually rock these boots. Also, front cover of Celine magazine. I rocked these boots at so many other legendary events as well. Man, I'm telling you this right now, like every piece that I rock truly has a story to it, in terms of like, when I rocked it, not only when I rocked it, also, just the stories in it. Like, man, like this was actually one of my more newest pieces out of everything that I showed you. But again, this actually had accomplished a lot very early. So yeah, y'all let me know down in the comments, man, which piece y'all felt like was your personal favorite. Not only let me know what your personal favorite, do you want to see me style any of these pieces? Because I can restyle them, even though, of course, you're going to be able to see them. I'll put my own little spin to it, bring something new to the table. But specifically, man, these are my most notable pieces. Drop a like, drop a sub, turn on post notifications. And of course, I'm Justyn, and I'm out.